What a day! 4,000 subscribers and a 2-0 mini sweep. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and we got some more baseball bets for you for Thursday, June 22nd. Do I look a little happier today? That's right. We had a 2-0 mini sweep. Who, baby, did we need that? No $30 giveaway, which you guys didn't want, anyways. I could tell in the comments. And speaking of those comments, wow. We have one hell of a positive community. Thank you guys so much for all that. You guys were all there to support, even when we go through rough times. We're in this together. So thank you guys for all that. And also, you guys gave a ton of good ideas, and we put that on the list. We're going to come up with something to help you guys out. We haven't decided yet because there's just too many to pick from. But I do have a new segment today about the bullpen. So stay tuned for that. That should be kind of fun just to go over a little bit. And other than that, guys, I'm ready to get started. But because of you guys, we hit 4,000 subscribers. That's right. It is all thanks to you guys. I would not have thought we'd be at 4,000 just 9 months ago, 10 months ago when we started this. So I am super thankful for you guys. I know my co host Ryan is too. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the positive vibes. Let's keep that rolling. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Leave a comment below in this video. Let me know your best bets for today. And we got an 8-game slate, and we got early morning baseball, or at least my time, early morning. But it's day baseball, so get your bets in early. Now let's get it going. We got best bets recap page. Let's check it out. There we go. Braves team total over 4 at minus 106. That got postponed, so that didn't matter. But anyways, Cincinnati Reds minus 1.5. How about a Jake Fraley home run, 2-run bomb in the 8th inning to win it? I love you, Jake Fraley. Thank you. Blue Jays team total over 3.5. That was an easy winner. That cashed in the second inning, I believe. Maybe the third, but it was early. Thanks to Sandy Alcantara, the ex Cy Young Award winner, just throwing batting practice again. So 2-0 day, up 2 units. We're getting ourselves out of a hole. We're going to do it. Let's keep it rolling, keep the momentum going, and that starts with the good hitter matchups. We got 5 good hitter matchups. Let's get right into it. It starts out with 2 of the guys you already saw yesterday. Austin Riley, 20 for 48, 5 doubles and 5 bombs versus Aaron Nola. Guys, the game got postponed as you know. I did not bet this game today because there's supposed to be rain again tomorrow. I didn't want to mess with it. So, anyways, we all know Riley is crushing Aaron Nola. Next one, Ronald Acuna of the Braves, also his teammate, 15 for 43, 5 doubles and 4 bombs versus Aaron Nola, as you saw yesterday. Next one, Michael Taylor of the Twins, 7 for 16, 2 doubles and 1 home run versus Nick Pivetta. Now, the Red Sox Twins game has not come out with odds, so there might be different pitchers. Just be sure to check that. I don't know if they're changing or what they're doing. So, Michael Taylor's hitting 226 this year with 10 home runs, just so you know. Next one, Manny Machado of the Padres, 4 for 13 and 1 double versus Alex Wood. And the final one, Kike Hernandez, 3 for 9 with 1 home run versus Joe Ryan of the Twins. Again, make sure Joe Ryan is pitching if you want to go with that. Not a lot of history today, as you can tell. We had one with only 9 at bats. So those are the best hitter matchups. Now let's move on to the good pitcher strikeout matchups. Okay, here we go. We got 4 good pitcher strikeout matchups for you, and that starts with Logan Allen versus the A's. A's have the highest strikeout percentage versus lefties in the last 2 weeks. That's right. I'm going to give it to 2 weeks to you now. 32.5%. That is not good at all. They're top 5 in the last month also. They're at 25.7%. So Logan Allen, the lefty, 53 Ks in 54.2 innings. He has struggled the last couple starts, giving up 10 earned runs in the last 9 innings, just so you guys know, because that does matter on how long they're going to last in the game. But it's the A's. So Blake Snell versus the Giants. Giants, 12th highest K percentage versus lefties in the last month at 24.4%. Now, that's about average. That's not that crazy, but it's Blake Snell, guys. And we're going to talk about him more later, but he's on a freaking tear. I know. I can't believe it either. 93 Ks in 75 innings with 12 Ks in each of his last 2 games. That's crazy. We'll talk about him. Next one, Domingo Herman against the freaking crappy Mariners. Mariners, 3rd highest K percentage versus righties in the last month at 26.7%. Herman, 65 Ks and 69 innings. And he got rocked last game against Boston, so he only threw, I think it was 56 pitches. I could be wrong on that, but it was really low. So he may be rested, ready for a bounce back, just letting you guys know. The last one, Shane McClanahan, the stud lefty versus the Royals. Royals, 4th highest K percentage versus lefties in the last month at 26.9%. McClanahan, 97 Ks and 89.1 innings. This is crazy for him, but he had exactly 7 strikeouts 3 games in a row, and then he has had exactly 5 strikeouts in the last 3 games. I just wanted to point that out. Means probably not a lot, but just wanted to let you guys know. So those are the best pitcher strikeout matchup. Now, let's go to the pen. Okay, some of you guys were asking about some bullpens, so I got this little handy dandy sheet together for you. So let's talk about it real quick. We'll see if this sticks. We don't have an exact name for it, but let's check it out. So these are the top and bottom 5 MLB bullpens in the last 30 days, just to give you an idea. We're going to use one stat, and it's called the Sierra. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but as you can see, it stands for Skill Interactive Earned Run Average. I know it's crazy, but as you can see down there, it eliminates factors that the pitchers can't control himself, and it also helps predict ERA moving forward. So for full bullpens, I kind of like using Sierra numbers because we are obviously trying to predict what's about to happen in the future, not just what's already happened. So that's why I put this together. So the top 5 bullpen Sierras in the last 30 days, because these bullpens can change. So I thought last 30 days would be a little better. Surprising to see the Giants right up at the top, though. But those are the top 5. Blue Jays are pretty surprising as well. The bottom 5 Sierras, so those are the worst. Obviously, you don't have all the ones in between, but just for the sake of it today, I just threw this together. The Rockies have the worst at 4.62, tied with the Angels. Keep in mind the Rockies do play in Colorado, which doesn't help, but they're still not very good at all. So I don't know what surprised you there. How about the first place Reds? They've been struggling with their bullpen, but their offense is so good it doesn't really matter right now. So those are the top 5 best Sierras, the bottom 5 bullpens and Sierra wise. So I hope that helps. I hope I didn't confuse the hell out of you right there. But if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know if that helps, or if you got a cool name for this segment too. We're obviously not going to do this every day because it's we don't need to analyze and change these numbers by point two or anything like that. So, but we will bring it into effect. Kind of helps know what the bullpens, because that's one thing in baseball that you don't always talk about. So there we go. That's the new segment. Now it is time for the best bets. First game takes us out to Miami. The Pirates at the Marlins. Marlins money line minus 130. Pirates money line plus 110 with an over under of 7.5, which is very low. My best bet in this game, it's a team total. It's the Marlins team total over 3.5 runs at minus 120. I'm only putting a half unit on this, guys. I'm not putting a full unit. There's just something about it that just made me hold back a little. So I'm gonna put a half unit. You guys do whatever you want, obviously, but the Marlins offense can sometimes struggle a little bit, and Marlins Park, it's a little hard to hit in that stadium. So we'll see. But let's go over the matchup real quick. Mitch Keller of the Pirates. We backed him at the start of his slump a little while back. He was awesome for like a month and a half, and he's really struggled lately. So he's given up 4+ earned runs now in 4 of his last 5 starts, and in 2 of those 4, it was 5 runs to the A's and 6 to the Mariners. Those are not good offenses, by the way. In his last 3 road starts, he's now given up 14 earned runs in 17 innings. I mean, he's getting hit hard right now. Lost a little bit of his control, as you can see by the 9 walks in the last 17.1 innings. So I think it's a great time to fade him. He's starting to come back to earth a little bit after that dominant start. And the Marlins have been doing pretty decent in the last 30 days versus righties. The Marlins offense top 10 in batting average, WRC plus, OPS, and just runs scored in general against right-handed pitching. So they're doing pretty well, as you can tell. That's pretty impressive for the Marlins. That's why they've been playing really good baseball lately. I also like the Marlins money line. I could not decide whether it's the money line or the team total, but I went with the team total over 3.5. I do like Jorge Soler to maybe go deep. Luis Arias, I mean, he's good for 2+ hits every game, it seems like. And as you just saw in the last segment, the Pirates had the 5th worst Sierra in the last 30 days. So their bullpen has not been throwing the ball well. So I like the Marlins to score a few off Mitch Keller, like all these other teams have been doing lately, and then maybe get another 1 or 2 off this bullpen. So my best bet, Marlins team total over 3.5 at minus 120 for a half unit. Now let's move on to game number 2. We are headed out to San Francisco. That's right. We got the Padres at the Giants. Padres money line minus 120. Giants money line plus 100 with an over under of 8.5 runs. My best bet in this game, Padres first 5 innings money line at minus 120. So if they're tied after 5 innings, it's a push, void the bet, all that stuff. So we're not doing the run line. You could do the run line. I don't mind that. I think it's about plus 100 or something like that. Um, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm backing Blake Snell. I know it doesn't feel good out of my mouth when I say it, but we're doing it. He's been absolutely lights out. 2 earned runs in the last 30 innings. Like, geez, that's just absolutely insane. I can't even believe it. 45 Ks in those 30 innings. He has in the last 2 games 12 Ks and 12 Ks. I don't know what happened. He's doing something. Maybe he's cheating. No, I'm just joking. But he's definitely regained his Cy Young form that he had a ways back now. 6 innings last game and 12 strikeouts and 0 earned runs versus the Rays, the best team in baseball. He's just been I just don't even know what to say. I don't know what it is exactly, but he's definitely locating the ball better, which really helps him because he struggles with walks. But man, it's been impressive. So he's going up against Alex Wood. Alex Wood has struggled at home this season. Not a huge sample size, but in a few starts, he has a 6 ERA right now. He in his last 4, he has 2 good starts and 2 bad starts, giving up 0 earned runs, 6 earned runs, 1 earned run, and 4 earned runs. So he's very hit and miss. This Padres team is hitting the ball really well. Alex Wood, though, he has a 10% walk rate. I mean, that's just not very good. 4.11 ERA. He's just, he's decent. I'm not sitting here saying Alex Wood is trash or anything, but he's been just decent. The Padres have some power versus left-handed pitching, though. In the last 30 days versus lefties, they are top 5 in OPS and the number 1 team in ISO power versus lefties. So that's really impressive. I know the Padres are pissing people off. I get it. I've seen a lot of people bet them lately, and they've just lost the first 3 games of this series. I don't think they get completely swept. Honestly, I like the Padres money line in the full game. I didn't like you saw in that stat about the bullpens. The Giants bullpen has thrown the ball better than anybody else right now in the last 30 days. Surprising. Is it going to last? Probably not. But that's why I stayed away from the full game, and I'm just going to isolate this to Blake Snell versus Alex Wood. I like the Padres offense versus the Giants in this matchup. Padres' first 5 money line is my best bet at minus 120. Now let's move on to our third and final bet. All right, our third best bet is a little 2-leg parlay for you. Here we go. Rays minus 1.5 and the under 10 in the A's and Guardians game. Yes, it's a little random, but here we go. It's plus 123. It's not a full parlay. It's not huge odds or anything, but it is a little 2-legger. So here we go. Rays minus 1.5. It's Big Mac, baby. Mac Daddy Shane McClanahan versus the Royals, who are having a bullpen day. I mean, what else do I need to say there? How about the best versus the worst team in the league? That's right. The Royals, I think, are the worst team now. A top 5 starting pitcher versus a bullpen day, which is a bottom 10 bullpen. Just by itself at minus 1.5, the odds are around minus 160. So I had to parlay it with something, obviously. I also like minus 2.5. I think they absolutely roll. Like, I see like a 7-1 game in this situation. I just, if the Rays lose this game, I don't know what to tell you. I've never seen odds bigger than this. I think the money line was minus 405 on the Rays. It's just crazy. So all I need them to do is win by 2 or more. Big Mac Daddy should easily shut down this Royals offense, who struggles on the road too, but they struggle everywhere. So I like that. I don't need to say much more about that. I don't need to go into details about why the Rays are better than the Royals, right? So here we go. Second leg, under 10 A's and Guardians. I know this is an alt line. I think it's at 8 right now. I took it up to 10 and took the under. We have JP Sears versus Logan Allen, a pair of lefties. Sears has been pretty solid for the A's, as we talked about before. The only thing he struggles with is giving up the long ball. This is a dream matchup for him, guys. The Guardians, we've said it, I think, earlier this year, they are dead last in hitting home runs. They have 46 home runs this year. The next best, or the next worst, I guess, has 54. So they have 8 home runs less than every team in the majors. It's crazy to me. So I don't see a lot of bombs being hit by the Guardians. And he's given up 2 or less earned runs in 6 of 7 starts. That is pretty impressive by him. And then we got Logan Allen. He's actually struggled the last 2 starts. He had a dominant outing versus the Orioles. I know because I backed the Orioles that game, so of course he did. But he still has a 3.95 ERA. And here's the big part of this: the A's are dead last versus lefties this month of June. So they have a 47 WRC plus. 100 is average, guys. They are terrible. That's weighted runs created plus, kind of an overall way of telling how good your offense is. And also dead last in batting average. Get this: in the month of June versus lefties, they're hitting 149. That's only 149 better than us. That's crazy. Anyways, in a 32.5% K rate, number 1. Like, it is just bad, bad, and bad. So we got 2 bad offenses in this game. We have 2 starting pitchers that have been pretty solid. So I think this under 10 is great. Here's my only worry. You already know my worry, probably. It's the A's bullpen. Now, as long as JP Sears can go six, I hope he can go six or even more because the more we don't have to see the bullpen, the better. But the A's do not have a good bullpen. I know that, but I don't think this Guardians offense is too good. Like even if we get to the bullpen and it's like a 3-2 game, I mean that gives us a lot of room with this under 10. So I like the under 10 in this game. Match it with the Rays minus 1.5 to just absolutely steamroll the Royals, and you get plus 123 odds. So that is our final bet. Let's check out that bets recap page. There it is. The Marlins team total over 3.5. Only a half unit because I got scared. I couldn't really tell you why. I just got scared. And the second one, Padres first five money line at minus 120. And then the third one is the best bet. Small little parlay, Rays minus 1.5 and under 10, A's and Guardians at plus 123. Whoo, baby, we made it. Thank you guys for all the support. Let's keep it rolling, guys. We're on the way to 5,000 subscribers. Let's stay hot. Let's like get an actual winning streak for like a whole week. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? Baseball's crazy, but keep doing that, using that bankroll management. Stay disciplined with your betting. It's a long season, and baseball is nuts. So we're gonna start diving into some NFL previews too here in the next few weeks to a month. It's almost that time with training camps and everything else coming up in about a month or so. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Sports, sports, and more sports. Gotta love it. So thanks again. Enjoy some day baseball. We'll talk to you guys later.